Hey, hanging in there, Victoria?
Hey, good morning. It's Mitch Dangermon here with TeamODZ, about ready to start the coffee ride for this. We got Ian Murray and Victoria online as well, doing some workouts.
I'm doing well, Ian Murray. Just trying to breathe.
Very nice. Mitch, good morning. How are you?
Doing well. How about yourself?
Doing great. We just got into our 3 minutes of about 95% FTP.
Are you doing 646?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep, 646.
Great. Some chatter on the line then. That's good. So we've got 2 minutes here, and I'm going to do a nice casual Zone 2 ride today for my coffee ride. I will say that your workout from Monday, my quads are still angry at me.
The bodyweight core number 2?
Yeah, first strength workout for the.
Yeah, Andy did that today. He said he liked it a lot.
Great day.
So that anybody who complains about it is just weak.
Oh, I'm weak. All right. I'll admit that.
I may have paraphrased what Andy said.
I'm sure. But it's all good, right?
Nah, it's fun. It's all designed to make us stronger.
So I should probably warm up here a little bit. Asses know what's going on.
Andy says, 2 streams. How do I choose between Mitch and Ian? Like choosing a favorite parent. Easy. You stay here, Andy, because you started something. You got to finish it.
I think you're like the crazy uncle.
That is true. My nephews and nieces would agree with that statement. All right.
I think I forgot to tell Pat last week that the jungle circuit or whatever it is doesn't really work too well for espresso or coffee.
Can't ask for a co-stream.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Ken, I'm on Facebook and can't co-stream there. What was that, Mitch? Sorry.
I would say that we're on the jungle circuit, and you got that climb that goes up into it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It is, except when you got a bunch of people you're trying to keep in a group.
Yeah, everyone's just got to take it easy.
Yep.
All right. Let's get ready, folks. 10 seconds.
Sounds like we're going to get to hear some work here.
Yeah. Alrighty. 60 to 70 RPMs. I should have put this in erg. That's what I'm going to do. Alright, won't let me. Well, apparently now I can't switch back to erg. Mid-workout. Ah, there you go. You can't be on the 0. So, dang it, Ian. The learning point here is if you're in the 0 view going around you, you cannot switch to erg from there. The up arrow just changes your camera angle.
I have no erg, so I have no erg issues. So Ian, for my audience here, what are you doing right now? What are you leading, and why are you doing it?
Yeah, so this is the 646 strength workout, and we are focused on building our strength at different cadences. This is part of the endurance lab, and we've got an hour 22-minute workout. We're going to go through sets of 60 to 70%, or 70% FTP, 80%, 90%, keeping the cadence down, specifically to build that strength. We've got about 55 people with us, 50 people. Everybody's doing this. I've got on the line Victoria, one of our endurance lab riders. She braved the early morning hours to get up and do this. What else you want to know, Mitch? I'm trying to talk and work here.
It's always fun to make someone talk when they're actually working out. So, yeah. Right now the endurance lab, which is a if folks can join if they desire, I'll really work you through your whole season of training on a bike in a group setting. We're in like a pre-season's early base period. It looks like we'll be vaulting into a full base mid-January, but I think what's interesting is the amount of strength work that we're all doing, which I think is new for a lot of people, or something they haven't done in a long time. What's really the thinking on why are we doing the strength workouts?
So, the reason we're doing the strength workout is because as we get more or deeper and deeper into our race seasons, we have to find out where we're going to find time to rest and find things we need to cut because we're busy people. The first thing that's usually cut is strength, because cyclists in particular tend to forget about anything but leg strength. And when you do that, hold on one sec. 2, 1, all right. 90% FTP, 70 RPMs. When you forget about your strength, you start creating imbalances. Andy says we're doing it so they can all be ripped as I am.
Right, that's why I'm doing it.
When you create these imbalances, you actually can injure yourself with your riding, as you'll get hip tightness in certain areas, as your muscles atrophy or strengthen, depending on what you're doing at different levels, because you're not systematically working them to create even strength development when you're riding, especially for those who are 52 or 53% one leg versus 47%, 48% the other. Over time, those small differences matter. And then as we move up the body into the core, that's what's going to help support you in the long races, keeping you in good position on your bike, helping you keep a good pedal efficiency, and allow that airway to stay open. And the longer you can have the longer your core is still there, the better opportunity you have later in the race to engage it and put it to work for you. Now what we're doing is we're focusing on total body to a certain extent, because you can't just really there's no such thing as doing just core work for your abdominals and that counting for everything, because your core is actually much more than your abdominal wall. So when we do all these other exercises, we stimulate the core in different ways because we have to balance our support. And that's going to lead to better overall core strength and health. Does that answer your question, Mitch?
Yes, that's a great answer. I mean, it's something that I think transfers over to a lot of different things too. I mean, I've had running injury after running injury, and I think a lot of it's tied to those imbalances you're talking about. I'm really anxious to see if I can get through a season healthy from a running perspective, if I spend the time on the strength and conditioning and flexibility.
And Andy, I do have to say, if your goal is just to be as ripped as I am, that's kind of setting your targets a little low there, buddy.
Come on, Ian, you don't know the dad bods we're dealing with here.
That's true.
I think I noticed when I logged in this morning, and maybe it was just a quirk, and I'll test it again later. You may not be able to adjust your weight once you start a ride anymore.
Oh yeah? That's good.
Actually, it's good. As long as you remember to do it before you log on.
Yeah, unless you have a scale built into your pedals. All right, a little over 2.5 left. We're just under 3 here for recovery.
So for anyone listening and for Ian, here's the interesting conversation is, so what's everyone think about Chris Froome?
Oh boy.
The latest news.
I think it's going to be ugly, regardless.
I mean, it was only 32 presses on his inhaler. It wasn't that many.
Right.
I'm saying that as I smile.
Well, I mean, there is one thing where people, I mean, they're going to have to prove that his metabolism.
Right, wasn't metabolizing it.
Yeah, it was metabolizing it different. But that's already a known fact with that drug. So, again, it's one of those, it's an ingrained loophole.
Interesting that one of the articles I read was that they're using it for the weight loss.
Yeah.
That coupled with the caffeine really helped contribute to that weight loss without sacrificing power. And that I want to look as thin as he looks during the season. For sure.
All right, so if you're watching this or you're listening, if you're having any issues with your body going left and right, doing these when you're pushing the harder gear or the lower cadence, pick your cadence up and then settle back into it. You don't want to be shifting your weight around on the seat. Zach Rogers, thanks for joining.
And everyone's cheating on me this morning. I'm going to get offended here soon, guys.
Don't worry, they'll come over to you once you get the race started. What can I say? Andy's on here because he wants to look at my shoulders.
I'm baring my shoulders. I don't think they're sexy, but...
So Andy says, WADA already have a revision on the books to take account of specific gravity, dehydration, in these tests. So they are already admitted that the test needs to be adjusted for dehydration. And he says he's not here to look at my shoulders. All right, let's get ready, Victoria. Usually I get comments from Andy when I lift up my shirt. He likes the ab peaks.
Yeah, it's really hot.
Yeah, when I do the, it's so hot, Andy.
I always got to be careful if I'm putting chamois cream on part of the ride if I forgot to do it upstairs that I'm out of the vision of the camera. It's never a good, never a good look.
Hey, Seth joined.
Hey Seth, how are you?
Should be on his way to work. Good morning, Seth. And I'm not rocking back and forth because of my cadence. I'm enjoying the music in my ears. And he says from what he understands, the change in the formula still won't get Froome under the threshold. But he wouldn't be twice the limit. So Seth is one of the guys who does a lot of these strength workouts throughout the year because he's a triathlete. And we have to keep a good core. And he's watching from the Carib desk right now. For those of you who don't know what that is, don't worry about it. He's already at work at 5:40 in the morning.
Yeah. Remember the days I used to get to the ship before 5:30?
So Andy says, if a rule has been proposed but not adopted yet like this, then athletes can use it to clear themselves before it comes into effect. Well, that makes sense. All right, we're at 200 watts now. So I said day's half over. That's right. I only work half a day today, 12 hours. So if you're doing this workout and you get any knee pain whatsoever, thanks JDO for the ride on, you need to ease up and bring up the cadence. Especially if it's right up at the patella. And Seth is going to kill me for saying this, but Mitch, if you look at any pictures of Seth, think Bruce Willis in Tears of the Sun. And then tell me what you see.
All right, I'm going to look that up.
He's his doppelganger. A much more fit doppelganger, but nonetheless. All right. Yeah, he said he's taller. Seth said he's taller, too. It's hard to tell that in movies, though, Seth. So Andy's comment, really odd case. Seems really silly thing to get pinged for. No real benefit. He's experienced at taking the maximum dose. Something doesn't add up. Yeah, maybe he just wants to retire and needs a way to get out on top. But people leave him alone. Seth said he sings about as well as Bruce Willis. All right. Here we go. 120 left to go right here. Come on. So I don't know if you got to see the sprint finish, Mitch, from the broken race on Saturday.
No, I didn't.
So I was trying to come around Stefan, and it was everything I had. I unconsciously just let out like a roar. Well, it wasn't much a roar, but it was a shout to get myself over him.
Stefan is a great guy.
Yeah.
My first real interface with him was when we did the liability ride. Remember that a long time ago.
Yeah.
And Stefan, I'm going to say it was a French-English translation issue. He took off with his group at, I think we were supposed to be doing 2.5. He took off at like 3. Which didn't really work for me. But
no.
But no, Stefan's a great guy. We trade messages a lot. He helps out on my coffee rides. Leads every other week right now and gives me a break.
Seth said roar, death rattle, all a matter of perspective. It was much more like a Dothraki roar.
Dothraki. That's gotta be one of the greatest scenes in Game of Thrones when season 7 they come over the berm and take on the Lannister army and just annihilate them. And then the dragon comes for the coup de grace.
Yeah, maybe it was more of a Spartan 300 type roar, but it was definitely all I had. It's at the 1 hour 25 minute of that video. Andy says no spoilers.
Alright, so we're slowly reeling people in here. My coffee ride. Got 6 more ahead of me. All within reach, which is nice, so nothing too crazy today. Sure, there's 1 or 2 like 2 minutes ahead. That's alright.
Thanks, Morwood, for the ride on. Oh, man. Yeah, I did 10.5 running on Monday night. I got to do it again tomorrow. And then on Monday, I'm debating what I'm going to do. I may do the 3K swim, 120K bike, 30K run. And just practice the distances I need. And there we go, everyone's back.
I actually jogged the other day for a warm-up, which I've been more than a walk for any extended time today, which was felt good. Gotta do more of it and see how the left leg is. Really want to get back to where I can start running my dog, because our Labradoodle really needs a lot of energy that way. He needs to be shown needs to be tired. Not sure I can do that.
1 minute left to recovery, folks. We only have 46 and change left to do today. Woo! It's a long workout.
How long is that workout, Ian?
Hour 22.
Alright.
So I will finish this and get straight on my bike and head to work.
That works out well because Friday my kids are done with school, so I don't have to drive my daughter. So I'll start the ride at 5:30 for the group workout. Good.
I wouldn't be driving her. Make her walk.
Oh, we're pretty close.
The 7-year-old, right?
No, it's my 15-year-old.
Ah, yeah, she's fine.
I don't know if you saw my post in the random room in the Slack channel. I got an IT issue I'm looking for help on. I need to configure my network to shut off her internet at a certain time.
You just take her stuff.
Yeah, that's what the alternative here is soon. She's arguing that she needs her music to study.
No, she doesn't. That's actually a fallacy, and it's proven that you don't. Unless you want to put some classical music on in the background. Which she can do at the kitchen table.
I know that she's bullshit, but we're trying to work with her.
Tell her to come up with a scientific study that proves that it's the case.
Really, she's got a boyfriend now, and dad's got a. She's only 15.
Just make her do her work at the kitchen table.
Oh yeah, that's where we're going to.
So let me know if you need me to come take out the boyfriend. Fine.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I got a good Greek friend who lives in Chicago who's offered the same a couple times.
Yeah. All right, nice and steady here. Getting ready to pick it up. Are you getting any buggy issues, Mitch?
Doesn't seem like it.
Seth said a Beretta shotgun standing by the door is instant boyfriend deterrent. Tell you, doing low RPMs while typing is not easy. So for those who want to work on a little bit of sprinting, we'll be doing that on skills and drills tonight. Except it's not going to be standard sprinting. It's going to be sprinting that is... okay, just the average. Sprinting is going to be focused much more on these weird times. Like the volcano, as you come in, you have that little left-handed climb. Running to get away. Things like that. Uh, 225 now, folks, for me. Whatever 90% is for you. Woo! Thanks, Seth. It's actually a mix of no copyright stuff. Oh. One more minute here. Yeah. That's only watching our workouts to get the music background. They don't care about what we're doing.
Right, I got to turn on my copyright-free music this morning. How exhilarating that'll be.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and recover. $40 minutes left. Halfway through.
Hey Boris, thank you for joining. So we're in our social part of our ride right now, where we're just gonna kind of chill, take it easy. Then when we get to 12 kilometers to go, we're gonna start our espresso lap today. And we'll have a 12-kilometer race. And folks will work as hard as they feel like. And we'll see who comes out on top.
Andy says he's got the difference is he watches it with the sound off because I'm much more attractive when he can't hear me.
That's typically true of guys like you, Ian.
That's right. That's right. I'll take whatever crowd I can get. All right, a little over 2.5 left here. Let me get right back into it. 1, 2, 3 more sets. Woo! We are halfway done with the actual sets. Chris laughed. I don't think he actually thought that was funny though. All right. Yeah, it's a good group today.
Oh, Ian, are you in the group workout mode?
We are. We're in the group workout mode, so.
How many you got?
We got about 50 or so.
Good. It's nice. Still waiting for Jordan Rapp to join one of my workouts. Thought that was an interesting move by him.
Jumping over?
Yep.
Well, I mean, his try career is winding down, obviously.
Yep. And I think Dan can only pay him so much, so.
Yeah. I mean, he knows he's not a Kona contender by any stretch of the imagination. He's done some of the challenge stuff, some of the other Ironman races to win some money, but you know how that is. They don't make much.
Yep.
Isn't he also now? He's not the picky. That's Jesse Thomas with Picky Bars.
Be interesting to see if he starts doing more ultra things. So he did Norseman.
Yeah.
I don't say that's necessarily an ultra triathlon, but certainly an epic triathlon.
Yeah, there's one now that's in southern Chile that I want to do. Patagon Man.
Okay.
The point-to-point race. That looks fun. I also want to do the Scotland one, Celtic Man.
Yep, I think that looks cool. I still just want to get healthy enough to do another half or so, but I really want to do Savage Man in Maryland.
Yeah. So getting asked some questions on here on Zwift. Asked if this will help your running. And then I asked if, they're not getting out of zone 3 here. They're not sure they're getting a workout. So on this workout in particular, your goal isn't to get your heart rate way up there. Your goal is to focus on the strength. So a lot of times, because you're not taxing your aerobic system by having higher RPMs, you're not necessarily going to get as high of a heart rate. But if you go to the gym, and he says, pro triathlete to Zwift data entry, boring repetitive tasks, seems the same. But if you go to the gym and do, sets with heavy weights, your heart rate's going to go up. And if you look at my last Thursday, I believe it is, strength workout on, well, you wouldn't see it's on Strava, but my heart rate got up to about 146, and I was doing heavier power cleans and presses, but it never went over 150, 152. So it's the same thing we're doing today. This is about strength. your heart's not going to go up to 160, 170. Probably won't even break 155, 160. I mean, depending where you're starting from, but you're definitely not going to get out of zone 3, zone 4, low zone 4.
I mean, an interesting way to think about it is if you, the opposite of it, if you did a ton of jumping jacks or burpees, your heart rate's probably going to really soar.
Yeah. Now, has got us doing 85 to 95 RPMs. I think that's a typo, but I'll follow it. Check that out, because I think we're in a typo here. And then the other question was, will this help their running? And I said, yes, it will. Because the strength that you're building here definitely fits to your run. No, that's what she wants us to do. We're at the higher RPMs now. Thanks, advocates, for the ride on. Whew. So working strength on the bike will help your run pretty significantly, actually, because that strength, that quad and glute strength you're building on the bike will directly translate to the run with less impact, though. So these are definitely good things to do. Obviously, you do need to have some running in for the pounding if you are trying to build up your running form. Mitch, how's the coffee ride going?
Going great. We got a pretty nice group here. We're all staying pretty tight. Got about 3 off the front, but that's normal. And we've got about 6 kilometers to go. We'll start our 12-kilometer espresso portion today.
Nice.
Got some familiar names. We got Deshays, LeBlanc.
Nice. Yerke's not with you because he did the European coffee ride, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen Yerke this week.
All right, 45 seconds here. Let's go, Victoria. We got this. Three, 2, 1, and recover. Thanks, Steve Shen, for the ride on. Woo-wee. All right, you're 2/3 complete, folks. Whoosh. Thanks, Michelle, for the, or Megan, for the ride on. Let me stretch out my legs a little bit here. Whew. Man, I'm definitely feeling this today, though, that's for sure. Seth's got to go. He says everyone's looking great.
Join us,
Thanks,
Seth.
Seth. Appreciate you joining in. So if you're going to do skills and drills later tonight, the climb we're on right now is exactly what we're going to sprint through during the during skills and drills. Sprinting up this climb. All right, 50 seconds. So Chris O'Hearn just made a good statement. 2 to go is really 1 to go. That's how he kids himself and fools himself. But really, I do the same thing. So when I have 2 intervals left, I push that second to last one as hard as I can because the last one's the last one. You're done. You can always just throw everything you got at it. So it's just a mental trick. All right, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, Victoria. We're good here. 60 to 70 RPMs. So yeah, it's just a mental trick, you know, to make sure you're giving it and then seeing how much you can dig. So one of the things I've learned is since I started doing that, my ability to dig deep in a race is a lot better. And I can generally push myself to the point of destruction as long as I'm motivated in the race. Obviously, if I'm racing up against, you know, Mark Cavendish or Justin Wagner or something like that, I know what my limits are. I have to play a much more tactically savvy game and hope they don't decide to actually put power to the pedals. And yes, I'm feeding his ego, Mitch.
I'm smirking here as I ride. Andy left you, man. So Andy,
that's all right. He said he's going to come over for the race. That's fine.
We're starting in
2.5
2.5 kilometers. We're going to start. 12 kilometers to go. I think it's going to be around that bridge, and I'll give the go sign.
Yeah, Andy didn't want to see this workout because he's afraid it's going to break him.
So I got a guy 5 minutes off the front, and something tells me he's not coming back to join the race.
I'm guessing he's going to be DQ'd.
Yeah. Well, if Zwift Power works for me, we'll see. So am I right in Zwift Power now? We just have to delete the rider? No,
I have no idea, man. I haven't even agreed to their terms yet.
Yeah, someone ignored me the other day on that long thread about the new systems and everything. My question was, so what are you guys going to do about the folks who can potentially miscalibrate their power meter? you don't have good outside ride data.
Yeah.
Or it's ambiguous enough, because I've spent a lot of time looking at outside ride data and it's not always easy to cross over.
Well, that depends. Like if you look at me for outside ride data, for example, you're going to see pretty much only races, but they're tries.
Right.
So you're never going to see that high power. I mean, granted, for Chattanooga, I was, the first hour at 248 and then continued on. But I know you can deduce out of that, but you wouldn't be able to say, okay, he can hold 400 watts for X amount of time.
It gets even more difficult when you got a rider who doesn't use a power meter outside and you're trying to look at their ride data.
Yeah.
And figure out where do they actually have any real capability.
Andy said that's okay, I don't have high power anyways. Yes, Andy, that is true.
Yeah, but you got size here. Advantage.
Yeah, if I can get up to 900 watts on a sprint, I'm stoked. Of course, that's like 15 watts a kilo. So. All right, one more hard step here.
All right, so we got about 1.5 kilometers to go.
Andy said 900 watts in my dreams. I've hit it once or twice, Andy. I have.
You've broken 1,000 watts, haven't you, Ian?
Yeah, I have. I've broken 1,000 watts. Twice, I think. Power spikes in my power meter connects. From my drill, you mean? Or just when I connected the first time? Andy did 2,000 watts once, he said, from when you connect your power meter, yeah. No, my 1,000 watts was actually a sprint. But I was pretty fresh. $45.
All right, we're on with the espresso lap, guys. Let's go.
Andy, my version of fresh is different than yours. Does anybody know, is Wag's gonna join the Sweat Fest today?
What's a sweat fest?
I don't know, the WSBA Sweat Fest.
Oh, hell, I don't know. Hey, Dragon. Lots of names and characters after your name. Thanks for joining on my restream settings here. Yeah, you
Eugene,
got people.
I think, sorry, go ahead,
Go
man.
ahead, no. Go ahead, man.
Eugene, I think he's not gonna, he's got What's Up with Power, so maybe he'll do it after that. But he's probably chicken.
We got everybody motoring off here on the start of the espresso lap. Let's go find some leaders that we can watch. Usually Deshays is a good name to find and to stalk. There he is. Up with the leaders as usual. We have a nice pack of about 10 right now.
So Andy says it's one of the local races, the local cycling federation races in the evening.
Oh, that's right.
6:30 Pacific. Eugene, again, I don't know. I think he's probably chicken. He's probably scared of you. That's all I'm saying. And if he doesn't race, then he just proved my point.
So Dragon's Ash. So yeah, you know what? I mean, everything you say is correct. The inflation of people's power abilities or inability to ride in the right category is pretty rampant, I think, on Zwift. But yeah, it's just me, and I'm a perpetual C+, B- racer. So the leader's on a little bit of a descent here on the jungle circuit. Really hauling some tailwind underneath the sloth. 65 kilometers right now in that lead group.
One more, folks. So Eugene, from what I understand is you are throwing down the gauntlet and saying that if Wags doesn't show up for the ride, then he's not a true WSBA rider and should probably forfeit his jersey from last year. Is that what I understand?
I think that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, no, Eugene, you don't have to be part of WSBA, but I'm just saying that it sounds like Wags is ducking challengers. Is all I can get out of that conversation.
Our lead group remains tight here. I'm counting about 11 people right now. All working
Only
together
shows
here.
up, Eugene. Nice, you got a good group?
Got a nice lead group. I'm not in the lead group.
Oh. Eugene, he can only ride circles around you if he shows up. If he doesn't, he's yellow. As in chicken. As in scared.
They've got about 8 kilometers to go this ride today.
Got 40 seconds here.
Lead group still maintaining a nice pack here. No one wants to work too hard. Nice mid threes. Some folks somehow or another, their twos, I think they're just coasting for a second.
Alright, I put it in the chat log, so it's gonna peg his name.
Awesome.
That says he's scared.
So 1 lap to go for these guys in the lead here. Pass underneath the arch in the jungle circuit.
Andy, that's a good question. When did I last race Wags? I don't know. Usually I'm tasked to support him. But I will fully admit that Wags is a stronger rider than I am. But I'll take him in the pool and running, so I'm good. Besides Andy, Wags ducked me this last Saturday when he had quote-unquote issues logging in. Oops, let my pins get too high.
The group just came over a nice little crest. Still all maintaining a nice group here. No fireworks yet. Another climb here. Shays moves a little bit closer to the front.
All right, back it up, 85, 95 RPMs. All right, hold my 90 RPMs.
A little bit of a separation going here at the front now. ART rider working a little hard here. Japanese rider Adachi working hard at the front. I think he's in form today, putting in some efforts.
30 seconds. All right. Whee. Eugene, did you do the ride last week? Or was your first WSBA? $90 seconds here.
Adachi really working hard here. Nice high heart rate, nice and steady. Got to be right near that that limit for himself. Opens up a second gap on most of the group here. Pocket full of ride-ons. 3 riders trying to really make a separation here. 4th tagging on.
All right, last minute, folks. Let's make it count, Victoria. Let's go.
Coming across the bridge where we started the race. 4 in the lead here. Adachi pulling them along.
Is that the
Takes
Japanese
the breather
rider?
here. Yep, the Japanese rider. Takes a breather on the climb on the hill. Not sure what his weight is. Let's see if I can figure it out. He's about 60-something kilograms. Nice surge. He comes across that bridge. Going to be in the home stretch here for these guys. Just a few kilometers more to go. A few more minutes of pain for these guys. Adachi's smart. He'll sit in here and let them pull him for a minute. And he'll surge at the end for the victory.
Yeah, Eugene says he's been doing those Wednesday races and they're in Kiss Secrets on Thursday. They end up being full FTP sessions for him. Yeah, dude, I'm not doing anything like that right now.
A few more clicks here.
I'm taking it pretty easy as far as racing goes in the off season. The only thing I'm doing is the Heroes race again. All right.
These 4 riders have really put a little bit of distance between themselves and everybody else. 16 seconds now. Guys are off the front.
Thanks, Joe. I'm getting all kinds of nice feedback here.
Yeah, it's always great, isn't it?
Yeah. Eugene says he only goes after Strava times outdoors, so no need to worry about overtraining. That's funny, dude. I don't chase Strava times here anymore because I've caught some people doing like riding a bike for the run Strava times. When I say some, I mean the 35 fastest times in the 5K that's near here.
On a bike?
Are all people on bikes.
Yeah, my community's small enough here, and I get the person who's obviously in a car. They left their watch on. I go ahead and flag them and ruin that person's week.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I'd be flagging them all the time, though.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, literally, that's just on one section, or on one segment, or actually on all the segments in that 5K route. But and then they have people on motorcycles for the bike ones.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm like, why do you do it? There's nothing, you're not fooling anybody.
I know, it's a rare, no, it's not so rare. It's a sickness, dude. People gotta feel important, right?
Some of them I think clearly don't understand what they're doing, because it's like they're doing a 30-mile bike ride, and on their mountain bike, and I don't even think they understand it. But yeah, like the dude will be 30 or 40 pounds overweight, and he'll have that he did a 3:25 mile. I'm like, A, that's a world record, and B, no way.
So Ian, you'll back to my daughter and her boyfriend. So it's fast on the track. Hopefully not the other way. So he's trying to get a Div 1 scholarship. His goal. He's a sophomore. He runs a 4-something mile right now.
Woo!
And I told him he used to swim. I was like, have you thought about doing triathlon? Because he's got the muscle memory from swimming in a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
Bikes everywhere because he doesn't have a car, and he's fast as shit. But he doesn't run.
Yeah, dude.
He doesn't run long. But I mean, a 10K is be a really long race for him. I don't think he's ever even raced a 10K yet. But I mean, he's only 15.
He's 15.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't want a 15-year-old running real long.
Yeah, no, I mean, like his longest training run they've done is like a 12-mile run, easy.
Yeah. Nah, he should get into a sprint try and just see what it's like.
Yeah, maybe I'll drag him to one this summer.
Yeah. If you want to date my daughter, you got to go to this try with me.
That's actually great. So I told my daughter, I said, like, I was supposed to work out that day. I was like, I'm going to walk through the kitchen here in my cycling gear in a few minutes. And my wife and my daughter were like, no effing way. I said, well, if I go to cross-country camp, the chaperone in the summer, I'm taking my bike, I will be in my Lycra. And oh my God, you would have thought it was like the end of the world.
All right, folks, I'm going to transition out of the stream on this one. You get a chance to jump over to Mixer and check out the end of the coffee ride.
Just right to the sprint here.
Really? And on here. That. And that's going to be it for me. Thanks for joining in. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be here next week. 5:15 my time, 6:15 Eastern, or 6:15 my time, 5:15 Eastern.
All right, looks like we'll have to wait and see who won this race. Too close. Hold on. See where I am on the course here.
Oh, you still got 3:45 left, Victoria.
I've got 3.5 kilometers to go on my ride here. Been a great ride this morning. Nice group at the front, some real hard efforts.
All right.
There you go, Andy. Andy says, I get the kid to train for triathlons, he'll have no time to date my daughter.
There you go. Or he'd just be too tired to do anything.
That's right.
So you'd be safe.
I'll get him a really jacked up fit on the bike and nothing will work right anyway.
Yeah. So how'd the sprint finish end up?
I have to go back and look at the tape. I was too busy talking. But I think it was a Dachi, we'll see.
Ah, nice. Ah, he did a lot of work, he earned that.
We'll get the results up here on the board here in a second, as soon as I finish.
I have to take care of some admin here while I'm finishing up my ride so I can get to work.
So funny, the guy following me right now in the Espresso lap was head of the gun. Never could get him to come back to the group. Now he wants to draft off me.
Ah! Gotta love that. Alright. Here's...
Funny that they don't have the finish for these lined up to the arch. I think they could get that right.
What do you mean?
On the jungle circuit for if you're doing a race.
Oh, gotcha.
Just kind of ends. You have no idea where it's going to end. Just gotta look at your clicker. Thanks for Zach. Zach said the finish is actually me, not Zwift headquarters. He's saying it's kilometers, not laps. Not sure that our group gets that. Zach, I got a person who schedules things for me. I don't do that anymore. Too important. Alright, so here we go. Actually, no, it was Zund. This racing team, followed by Shrek, then Adachi. All within a quarter of a second of each other. So nice tight finish.
I hate when these big green monsters win things.
So thank everyone who came out today. Really appreciate the chatter online. I'm glad to see that the restream chat is working now too. I get 2 channels of chat. Nah, JFlow does not schedule things. We've got good delegation. Everyone does their part in TeamODZ. But thanks everyone for joining. I'll be leading a workout on Friday morning at 5:30. The same workout that we just heard Ian complete with his group. So I'd love to have everyone join me on that workout or join me online as we work our way through it. And we'll talk to everybody later. Thank you so much. You guys have a good day.
All right, brother, I gotta get going. Victoria, thanks for riding.
Zach, you have a good day.